Okay, brilliant. So standing with feet hip width apart, checking the feet are tracking straight, just nice, gentle, soft knees, hips facing forward and the shoulders round and down. And we're just going to rock that pelvis forward and back, just nice and slow. Not only are we sort of finding our neutral spine, but also just gently stretching out through that back. We're going to find the halfway point between the two, so a nice neutral spine position. Thinking about that nice deep lateral breathing, so deep breath in through the nose, feel the rib cage expanding, and out through the mouth. One more time, nice deep breath in through the nose, drawing the shoulders down the back, and out through the mouth. So while we continue with this deep lateral breathing, I want you to think about the belt around your waist, drawing your sides towards each other, belly button back towards the spine, and at the same time feel those pelvic floor muscles like a lift coming up. 1, 2, 3. So nice and tight and strong through that core, but you can keep with that deep lateral breathing. So relaxing the arms down by your side, and again we'll start with some forward shoulder rolls, just nice and slow. Just stretching out any tightness in those shoulders. One more time, forward, and then we're going to reverse up to the ears, over the mountain, and down the other side. Squeezing those shoulder blades together at the back. And again, one more time, we're going to slide those shoulder blades down the back, relaxing the arms by the side. On the in-breath, we're going to float the arms out to the side, locking the shoulders down away from the ears. As we reach the arms up to the ceiling, I'm going to come onto my knees because you can't see my arm. And then palms. Sorry, I'm just coming on my knees so you can see me. So I'm not shifting the camera. Good. One more time. In breath, taking the arms out to the side, locking the shoulders down the back, arms to the ceiling, palms facing each other. Draw those shoulders down the back. Good. We're going to reach the right arm to touch the ceiling and then draw the shoulder blade down the back. Reaching the left arm up. Touch the ceiling and feel that shoulder blade sliding down your back. We're going to look at the hands and we're going to reach right hand up and shoulder blade down, left hand up and draw that shoulder blade down. We're going to push the air away, sweep the arms back, interlock the fingers. Turn the hands inside out and lift them up away from the glutes and drawing those shoulder blades together. So just watch, it can be easy to roll those shoulders forward. So you want to feel like those shoulder blades are touching at the back. Good, nice deep breath in and out. And then we're going to keep the hands interlocked, just drop them down onto your glutes. Keep those shoulder blades drawn together and we're going to drop the chin to the chest, nice and slow, stretching out through the back of the neck. And then gently bringing the head back up again, and then we're going to slowly take the eyes to the ceiling. Feel like you're jutting your chin up towards the ceiling, stretching through the front of the neck. And coming back to the center again. Good. And drop left ear to left shoulder, drawing that right shoulder down your back. Chin to chest, rubbing the chin along the chest. Nice and slow. Again, feeling any tightness in that neck. Ending up with right ear over right shoulder. One more time. Chin to chest, rubbing that chin along the chest. Ending up with left ear over left shoulder. Come back up to the center again, and we're going to just shake those arms off a little bit. Again, just checking those knees are nice and soft. We're taking the arms out to the side, shoulders down the back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back. We're going to bring the arms in front of us and cross them over, keeping the right hand on top. And then open the arms back out, squeeze those shoulder blades together. We're going to bring the arms in front, left hand on top. Good, we're going to speed it up a bit. So making sure you're squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. Swapping those arms each time. Good, 3 more on each arm. So for 3, 3, 2, really squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back. Last one, each side. Good, we're going to bring the right arm across now, palm down, hook behind the elbow with the left hand, reaching that right arm away from you and just increasing that stretch, feeling the stretch all through the tricep, maybe back into the shoulder. Good, and we're changing arms here, so bringing that left arm across, palm down to the floor, so that left palm is down. And again, just hook that right hand behind the elbow and increasing that stretch. Good. Taking both arms back out to the side now. We're going to bring them in front. We're going to place the left elbow into the crook of the right elbow. Twist the hands round. If you can reach your palms, if not, just hook onto a wrist. Draw the shoulders down the back, and we're gently going to lift the hands up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to drop the head down between the arms. Good. I'm going to hold this for 3 breaths. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can reach them up a little bit more. For 2. And last one. Good. Relax the arms, take them out to the side. We're going to change now, so we're going to bring, I can't remember now, right elbow into the crook of the left arm. Good. Grab hold of the hands, draw the shoulders back, and we're going to lift them up. If it feels the same as last time, maybe we just need to swap arms. It's definitely for me, right elbow into the left. A crook. Good. And then we're going to drop the head down between the hands. Remember, you're trying to draw the shoulders down the back. Good. 3 nice deep breaths in and out. Good. Last one. Reach those hands a little higher if you can. And then we're going to relax those arms, give them a nice shake off, maybe just gently stretching that neck out a bit. Good. Rolling those shoulders back. So into the roll down now, so keeping those knees nice and soft, core engaged, arms relaxed down by your side. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to go chin to chest, and then we're slowly peeling that vertebra off the wall behind you. Arms hanging, head hanging, really taking your time. And if you haven't been able to do much Pilates, you might be feeling that's quite stiff. So really just take your time rolling down. We're going to either hook the fingers under the toes or place the palms flat on the floor or onto a pillow or cushion. Head hanging down, shoulders down the back. We're going to straighten through the right knee. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straighten through the left knee for 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straightening through both knees, head hanging, drawing the shoulders down the back. Again, a nice deep breath in and out. We're going to soften through the knees. Scoop the belly button to spine. We're rounding back up, stacking that spine, rolling the shoulders back, crown of the head to the ceiling. Good. I'm just going to show you the next one. So we're going to come down into another roll down with the knees bent. We're going to cross our arms and then hang those forearms up above your head, keeping the knees soft to start, and then we're going to try and straighten. What we're doing is opening up through that lower back. So if when you straighten your legs it feels too much, then just keep those knees bent, okay? So in breath, scooping belly button to spine, on the out breath, chin to chest, We're slowly peeling that vertebra. We're just going to let those arms hang at the moment, all the way down towards your toes. And then as the hands start to brush the floor, we're going to cross those forearms over each other, place them underneath the crown of the head. So we feel like we're just hanging there now. And then we're going to straighten through the legs if you can. Try and relax the shoulders down your back. And we're just opening up all the way through that lower back. Nice deep breath in. And now we're going to place the hands back onto the floor. Soften the knees. We'll walk the hands forward. And we're coming down onto all fours. Top of the feet on the floor. Knees hip width apart, nice and flat through that lower back and through the shoulders, scooping the belly button to spine. So into the cat stretch. So in breath, we're rounding thoracic back up towards the ceiling. On the out breath, lengthen tail and crown, scoop the belly button to spine and into the back extension. In breath, rounding through the thoracic back. On the out breath, we'll lengthen tail and crown. We're going to hold the back extension this time. So feeding on into that back extension, draw the shoulders down the back. Make sure the belly button is scooped. Just feeling that lovely stretch. And then we're just going to flex it off by rounding the thoracic back up towards the ceiling. And then we're coming back to our neutral spine position. Good. We're going to do the calf stretch. So if you want to come down onto forearms, that's fine. If the wrists are a bit uncomfortable, I'm going to slide that left leg back, hook the toe underneath you, push back through the hands, take the heel towards the floor. And we're holding that stretch for 10, 9, 8. Keep the back of the head in line with the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slide that left knee in back in. Good. Sliding the right leg back, drop the right hip down, hook the toe, heel to the floor, and we're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're sliding that right knee in, keeping those knees hip width apart. We're going into the hip drops, so taking both hips over to the right, looking over the left shoulder at your feet. Good. This is again a really nice stretch for our lower back and through the hip joint itself. So we're just really opening that up, stretching it out. I'm going to keep going from side to side. Last time we're going to go to the left side, dropping those hips a bit lower this time. Good. Coming back up onto all fours. And then we're going to sit back on your heels or towards your heels, head down to the mat. Reach those hands forward. Again, this is a lovely stretch for lower back and up for the shoulders. Good. And we're coming back up onto all fours again. Okay, so we're going to take our knees wide apart. It's up to you how wide you want to take them. I'm just going to show you from the front so you can sort of see. You want to take them to a point that you're just starting to feel a bit of a pull through probably the inner thigh there. Make sure that the ankle is in line with the knee, so you don't want the feet coming out to the side. Good. From there, we're going to drop down onto our forearms. And this is called the frog pose, as you can see what we look like. And then we're going to slide the glutes back towards the heels. Good. And again here, we're just opening up through those hips. Now hold this for 3 breaths. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. See if you can drop those glutes a little bit lower. Last time, deep breath in and out. We're coming back up onto all fours again. Good. So we're going to bring the right leg forward. You can slide the left knee back a bit. We're going to bring the right foot towards your left knee. And then we're going to slide the left leg back. So Jane, it's up. I don't know whether this is going to be doable for you. If it's uncomfortable through your knee, this is when you can use a cushion or a block underneath that knee that's at the right angles. Do you want to give this a try, Jane? Thomas? See how you get, no, okay. All right. If you you can just lie on your back then, Jane, and just hug one knee. Okay. And so from here now, we drawing the shoulders down the back. Good. And then we're going to walk the hands forward, and we're going to see if we can take the head down onto the crossed hands in front of us. Everyone okay with this? And again, now we're actually opening up here through that right hip joint and piriformis muscle, which is a bit of a good problem muscle. Good, we're coming back up again. So back onto all fours. Okay, so we'll take that right knee back slightly, bring the left foot in front of the right knee, place it on the floor. Good. So, Catherine, you might be doing this on purpose, but the knees actually are, it's sort of at a right angle. So the foot, that's it, you got it. And then we're going to slide that right leg straight back. Good. Shoulders down the back, so we're dropping the weight down to the floor. So we haven't got the toe hooked. The top of the foot is flat on the floor. That's it. And then if you can, we're going to walk down, place the hands on top of each other and head down into the hand. And just nice deep breath through this. And one more time, nice deep breath in. And out. Good. We're coming back up onto our hands. And then we're going to draw the knee in, back onto all fours. Sit back on your heels, head down, and just reaching those hands forward. Good job, everyone. And we're rounding back up and stacking that spine. Good. So we're coming to sitting. Again, the choice is yours. We're going to do knees crossed, but if that's not comfortable for you, you can have them out straight out in front of you. See how you feel with your lower back. If you're feeling like you're a bit scrunched down, grab your pillow or block and just pop yourselves onto that. So, reaching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, shoulders down the back. We're going to take the right hand, slide it away from you, bring the left arm over the top into the side bend, keeping that left seat bone down onto the floor. In breath to center, and then we're sliding the left hand away, bringing the right arm over the top, so opening through that right side. And center back up. We're going to do it one more time to each side. Right hand slides away, left hand over the top. Keep that right shoulder down your back, and then we're going to rotate to the floor and bring the left hand down towards the floor. Now, it doesn't matter if it doesn't reach the floor. We're just really changing that stretch into a rotational stretch. Again, just working that lower back a bit here, or stretching it. Back into the side bend again, and then we're coming back to the center. Good. So left hand, reach away, right arm over the top, keep that right seat bone down, and then we're taking the chest to the floor, right hand comes to the floor. Good. Just breathing through that stretch. And then back into the side bend again. And we're coming back up to sitting. And we're going to bring both arms now out to the side. Good. Shoulders down the back. Palms to the ceiling. We're working our shoulder joints here. So from palms to the ceiling, we're going to rotate the arms down and back and then squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back. Good. So palms to the ceiling and then rotate down and back. Good. 5 times. So for 4 and back. 3, squeezing those shoulder blades, trying to get them to touch at the back. For 2 and back. Last one, palm to the ceiling, rotate and back. Brilliant. Relax the arms down and give those shoulders a shrug. Good job. Okay, so we're taking the soles of the feet together now. Now, obviously, if you have knee issues, you might want to have the feet a little bit further away. That's fine. If you can bring the heels towards you a little bit more. Again, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. We're holding those toes. And we're going to hinge forward. Remember here now, we're reaching the crown of the head away from you. You want to try and get a nice flat back. You don't want to be round and scrunched down. Doesn't matter how low you go down, just that you're feeling that good stretch through that inner thigh here. That's where we're aiming for. You could use your elbows a little bit to try and keep those knees towards the floor if you wanted to. And again, reaching that crown of the head. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can drop a little bit lower. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, dropping a little bit lower again. Brilliant. And chin to chest, rounding back up and stacking the spine. We're going to lengthen that left leg away, slightly out into the V shape there. Place the right foot, sole of the foot into that inner thigh there. And I'm just going to say again that it doesn't matter how low you can go with these stretches. It's just about stretching. So the mere fact that you're feeling it is good. We're doing the right thing. Left hand onto the left thigh. We're going to run it down. Hook your left foot if you can. Bring the right arm over the top. Eyes to the ceiling. Again, breathing through the stretch. We're going to come back up to the center again. We're going to place that right foot now on top of that left thigh. Good. And again, hinging forward, we're going to walk those hands forward. Again, we're opening up through that right side. So any stiffness there, this will be a good stretch. Don't force it. Again, we're holding for a deep breath in and out. And everyone thought the stretch class would be a nice, easy one. And we're rounding back up and stacking that spine. We're changing legs now. So right leg out in the V. Sole of the left foot into that right inner thigh, crown of the head to the ceiling. We're running the hand down to the right toe. Left arm comes over the top into the side bend. Good. Again, nice deep breaths here. And then we're going to come back up to the center again. Place that left foot now on top of the inner thigh. Good, and again, we're going to walk those hands forward, and you might feel now a real difference between one side to the other, and that's quite good to know, because if you're feeling it on one side more, then obviously you're quite got tightness through that piriformis muscles. This is a good one just to stretch out. Nice deep breath in. And out. Good. We're going to extend the other leg into the V now. Both legs into the V. Flexion through the tops. Last stretch here. We're going to hinge from the hips. Walk the hands forward. Shoulders down the back, and we're just stretching out. Reach the crown of the head away from you. And again, nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can drop a little lower there. Good. Last one, deep breath in. As you breathe out, dropping a little lower. And then we're going to take chin to chest, rounding back up, and we're stacking that spine. Good. So the next one now is rolling like a ball. Some of us have done this quite a lot. Some of us can't do this one. I'm just going to remind you which one it is. It's the C curving and then rolling back and coming back up. Now, Catherine, I know we decided not to do it with you. So if you find this one hard, I want you to come onto your back and just rock, but not coming up, just rocking on the floor, okay? So I'm going to talk you through it. So we're going to take left foot up, right foot up, and cross the left foot over the right. Remember, we've got to C-curve that back. So all those times we worked with a roll back C-curve, we're C-curving the back, hook the hands around the feet, and then look at your belly button. In breath, as you breathe out, we're going to come only to the shoulders, not onto your neck, rocking back, and then come back up, trying to keep the feet off the floor. Now, if when you roll back, you feel a clunk clunk, as in the spine isn't allowing that C curve, that's when I want you to just come onto the floor and just rock on the floor, okay? Good, I'm just watching a little bit. We're going to do about 5 of them. It's a lovely opener. You can keep changing the cross of the legs, so you could place right foot over the top. Make sure you do a nice exhale as you roll back and back up again. Good. And once you're getting onto number 5, we're going to actually stay down on the floor. So we must be getting towards your 5th roll back. So from there, we're going to roll back, but we're going to stay on the floor, and we're going to uncross those ankles, and we're going to hug the knees to your chest. Good. So really drawing those knees up to your chest, rocking from side to side. And then we're going to open those knees out to just wider than shoulder width if you can. And again, just rocking side to side and loosening off that lower back. Brilliant. And then we're going to keep hold of the left knee, take the right foot to the floor, slide that right leg away from you, and then flexion through that right foot. So you're drawing that the right toes back towards the front of your knees. Hug that knee into your chest. Good. And now we're going to put the right hand on the outside of that knee, and we're going to bring that left knee over towards your right shoulder. You can also hook underneath it if you feel like you want a little bit more leverage. You can hook underneath the knee and draw that knee over towards that right shoulder, up and over. Good. So again, you should be feeling it down sort of towards the outside of that left leg, maybe into the glutes as well. Shoulders relaxed, chin towards the chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. We're going to center that left knee back up. We're going to straighten it up to the ceiling now. Take hold of the calf. If you can't get that left knee straight, just bend your right knee. So just take that right knee bent and really try and straighten that left leg to the ceiling. Good. We've got a nice strong pull here through this left hamstring, and we're going to start to point and flex through the foot. Point and flex. Good. 3 more times. Point. Push the heel to the ceiling on the flexion. Point and flex. Last time. Point and flex. We're going to bend that left knee. Take the foot to the floor. Draw the right knee up to your chest. lengthening the left leg away, flexion through the foot of the left leg, so you're pushing the heel away from you and you're hugging that knee up towards your chest. Good, so the knee's bent and you're hugging that knee into the chest. Good, probably hands on top of the knee, yeah. And then we're going to place the left hand either over the knee or underneath the crease of the knee, and we're drawing that right leg up and over towards your left shoulder. Good. A nice deep breath through here again. I mean, if you're not feeling much of a stretch here, it's possibly because, you're not too tight. You could straighten that leg out a bit. That might also increase the stretch if you want to increase that a little bit. So you can just, rather than have the knee bent, take it straight up and over. But remember, you're taking it up and over, not just straight out. Good. We're centering back up again. Take that right leg straight up to the ceiling now. Take hold of the calf. Again, if you can't get that right leg straight, bend that left knee just to help release that right hamstring a bit. Good, and we're holding that, drawing the shoulders down the back. And then we're going to start to point and flex through the foot. Point and flex, reach the heel to the ceiling. 3 more, point and flex. 2 more, point and flex. Last one, point and flex. Good. We're going to draw that right knee in. Again, slide that left leg up, and we're just going to hug those knees into the chest, rocking from side to side, and just loosening off that back again. Brilliant. So when you're ready, we're going to take both feet back down one at a time to the mat. The knees and the feet are hip width apart. We're just going to have a little play with our neutral spine position. So on the in-breath, we're going to roll the pelvis forward. So we're arching, we're lifting that lower back up from the mat and sliding the chin up towards the ceiling. On the out-breath, we're going to flatten through the lumbar spine and then gently sliding the chin towards the chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. Good. One more time. In-breath, roll that pelvis forward. So we're arching the lumbar spine off the mat, chin to the ceiling. On the out-breath, we're lengthening through the lumbar spine. Lengthening through the back of the neck. Take the lumbar spine to the mat. And we're holding this position, engaging the core, keeping the length through the back of the neck. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're going up into our shoulder bridge. So we're curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling the vertebra one at a time, coming up into the shoulder bridge position, pushing forward through the fronts of the thighs, squeezing those glutes together, lifting the hips as high as you can, and then just dropping that rib cage down. Good. Holding for a nice deep breath in, checking there's no tension through the neck and shoulders, and we're coming back down now, one vertebra at a time, keeping that pelvis curled up until the end and relaxing that pelvis down. Good. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling the vertebra one at a time as we come up into the shoulder bridge position, hips lifted as high as possible, rib cage down. Check the shoulders are drawn down your back. From there, keeping the pelvis level, we don't want to change the height of that pelvis. We're going to open the knees out to the side, keep the feet flat on the floor, and then we're closing those knees back together again to touch. Good. So opening the knees and squeeze to close those knees together. Good. For 5 and close. 4 and close. 3, try not to let the pelvis height change. for 2. Last one. Good. Back to hip distance apart. Knees, and we're coming back down, 1 vertebra at a time, keeping that pelvis curled up until the end. And then we're going to hug those knees in and just rocking and loosen off that lower back again. Good. So while you're just hugging those knees in, I want you to imprint that lumbar spine now into your back, into the mat. And then we're going to float the left and right leg up into tabletop, making sure that lower back doesn't lift up away from the mat. We're going to take both arms up to the ceiling, shoulders down your back. And we're going into the toe tap now. So we're going to start with the left leg comes down, left arm down, right arm up above your head. And center, good. And breathing out to lower, in breath to center. The focus obviously is on that lower back, locking down into the mat. Good. If you want to work a bit harder, take the lengthening leg a little bit longer. Good. We're doing 5 more to each side. So 5 and 5. Breathing out to lower, in to come up. Remember, this is one of the ones, the slower you do it, the harder you're working. Good. 2 more to each side. And 2. Good. Last one to each side. And 1. Good, and again, hug those knees in. Brilliant, so just gently waking those core muscles up. We're going to take the feet back down to the mat. Again, keeping the hip width distance between the knees and the feet. Placing the hands behind the head here, we're going into the roll up. Now, not only are we working our core muscles here, but it's actually a lovely lengthener for our spine. Obviously, don't force it. Deep breath in as we breathe out, keeping those elbows wide. They're just cradling the head. We're going to come up from the breastbone, looking through your knees. Check that the belly button stays to spine and it's not popping out. And lower back down again. Good. Deep breath in, draw the belly button to spine, chin to chest. We're rolling up. Now make sure you're not pulling your head up. Yeah, we're cradling the head. For 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Deep breath in as we breathe out. Chin to chest. Good. Belly button to spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good, we're going to do 2 more. We're aiming to get up to 10 seconds. So on the out breath, we're coming up, belly button to spine, and we're holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, check the belly buttons down, 2, 1, and lower. Last one here on the out breath, coming up from the breastbone, cradle the head, engage the core for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good, and hug those knees back in again. Brilliant. Rocking, loosen that back off again. We're going to take the right foot to the floor, left ankle onto that right knee. Good. Draw that right knee up to your chest, shoulders down your back. Again, if it's not comfortable to pull that right knee up, then you can just push that left knee away from you. Good, and just feeling that lovely stretch, shoulders down the back, lengthening through the back of the neck. Nice deep breath in. And out, increase that stretch a little bit. Good, last deep breath in. And out, and then we're going to take the feet back down to the floor. Place the right ankle onto the left knee now. Draw that left knee up towards your chest. And again, if it's not comfortable to bring the leg up, then just push that right knee away. Nice deep breaths in and out. On each out breath, you want to see if you can increase that stretch a bit. Shoulders down your back, lengthening through the back of the neck. Last deep breath in and out. We're going to take the left foot to the floor. We're going to cross that right knee over the left knee now, so they're actually meeting. Arms out to the side and palms towards the ceiling. Good. So we're going to drop both knees over to the right. Head goes to the left. Good. And again, just breathing through that stretch. We don't want to force anything, but we can encourage that left knee down towards the floor a little bit. That just helps to increase the stretch. If you feel like you want to, if it's enough of a stretch, then just stay in that position. Again, on each out breath, seeing if you can increase that stretch slightly. Good. And then we're coming back up to the center again. So we're changing the cross now. So we're going left leg over the right leg. So crossing our knees. Taking both knees down to the left, the head goes to the right. And again, just nice deep breaths here. Good. Breathing through that stretch. Again, encouraging, if need be, with that top leg, encouraging the knee down towards the floor a bit. Good, and then take the lumbar spine to the mat as we center back up. We're uncrossing the leg. We're going to roll onto our sides now. Up onto our elbows, making sure the elbows underneath the shoulder. The knees are bent and the knees and feet are stuck, and the waist is lifted up away from that mat. We don't want to be in the nice armchair position. Take that top arm up towards the ceiling. So on the in-breath, we're going to push that right hip forward. We're dropping the arm back down towards the floor. Follow the hand with the head. On out-breath, we're going to bring the arm round, palm down. Feed it through the gap, and we're creeping those fingers away from us. Good. Holding for a breath, and then taking that top arm back up to the ceiling again. On the in-breath, push that top hip forward. Follow the hand with the head, really opening that chest up to the ceiling. On the out breath, we're going to bring the arm round, palm down, feeding through the gap, creeping those fingers away. We're going to hold that stretch for a nice deep breath in and out, and taking that top arm up to the ceiling again. Last one now, pushing that right hip forward. Follow the hand with the head. On the out breath, we're bringing the arm round, palm down, feeding through the gap, creeping those fingers away from you. We're going to hold the stretch. Keep creeping those fingers away. 2 and 1. Take the top arm up to the ceiling and then relax it down onto your thigh. Brilliant. We're going on to our other sides now. So coming onto your right elbow. Knees are bent, the elbow underneath the shoulder, waist lifted up away from the mat, top arm up to the ceiling. Remember, keep the shoulders down your back. Try not to let the shoulder creep up. In breath, push that top hip forward. Follow the hand with the head. On the out breath, we're bringing that arm round, palm down, feet through the gap and creeping those fingers away. It's such a lovely rotational stretch, yeah. And then taking that top arm up to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. And bringing the arm round, palm down, feeding through the gap, creeping those fingers away from you. Good. Last time now. Arm up to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, open that arm back, draw the shoulder down your back. We're going to bring the arm round, palm down, feed through the gap, creeping those fingers away from you. Good. Just nice deep breaths there. And then we're going to take that top arm back up to the ceiling and then relax it down onto your thighs. Brilliant. So we're rolling onto our fronts now. We'll just start with the hands on top of each other. You can rest your forehead on your hands just while we are aligning ourselves with lying on your fronts. So the feet are hip width apart. I want you to have a play with finding that neutral spine position. So I want you to draw the belly button to spine. Feel like you're lifting your lower back up towards the ceiling, and that is that neutral spine position while you're lying on your front. So if you ever feel any pinching in the back, that's what you want to do. Lift the front of the hips up, tuck your tailbone underneath you. Now, just to feel the wrong way, we want to let that belly button push down into the mat as we take the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And that obviously feels a little bit uncomfortable through that lower back. So we're going to go one more time. Lift the belly button up away from the back, nice and flat through that back. We're going to take the hands either side of the shoulders. And we're just going to do a slight half cobra here, keeping the elbows on the floor. We're lengthening through the back of the neck and just coming up from the chest. Keep the eyes looking to the end of the mat. Good, and lower back down. This time we're going to come up into the W arms. So on the out breath, we're lengthening through the back of the neck, bringing the hands up either side of the shoulders, squeeze those shoulder blades together and lower back down. Good. We're going for 4 more on the out breath. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Draw that belly button to spine and squeeze those shoulder blades together and lower back down. Good. 3 more on the out breath. Lengthening through the back of the neck, squeezing those shoulder blades together and lower back down. Good. 2 more on the out breath. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Feel those core muscles engage as you squeeze the shoulder blades together and lower. Last one now on the out breath. Lengthening through the back of the neck. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. I want you to sweep the arms back now. Take the front of the thighs up off the mat. Point those toes, reaching them away from you. So we've got all 4 limbs up off the mat. Back to W and lower back down. Good. We're placing the hands underneath the shoulders here. So the hands go underneath the shoulders, palms flat on the floor. Squeeze those elbows into your side. And we're going to come up, just keeping those elbows slightly bent. Remember, lift the front of the hips up away from the mat. Good. Eyes looking forward and lower back down again. Good. We're going to do that again on the out breath. Lengthen through the back of the neck. We're coming up. But this time, see if you can straighten through the arms, but make sure you're taking the front of the hips up off the mat. Good. Draw the shoulders down the back. And we're going to lower back down again. We're going to do that one last time. Straightening through those arms, draw the shoulders down the back, and we're just going to roll that head one circle in one direction, and then we're going to circle that head in the other direction. Good. From there, we're going to come up onto our knees, sit back on your heels. So Jane Thomas, if you come either on your ball or you can do it with straight leg. Take the legs into the V, the knees are out to the side. We're going to walk the hands forward, creeping those fingers away from you, drawing the shoulders down the back. This is, again, such a lovely opening stretch for that lower back. We're going to walk the hands back, round back up, and stack the spine. I'm going to do that one more time. So rounding down, walk the hands forward, reach those fingers away from you, push the weight back onto your heels, drawing the shoulders down your back. Good. Deep breath in and out. And then we're rounding back up and stacking that spine. Brilliant. And bringing the legs together. So we're just going to stretch out our psoas muscle again. I know not everyone likes doing this one on the floor. If you're doing it on the floor, you need your block. I'm going to grab my block. If you want to do it standing, so you just slightly bend. And Jane Thomas, I know you don't like this because of the knee, so you can do it with a straight leg, with that front leg straight, yes? And that's fine. Are you off? Okay, Anne, see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's if you don't like doing the bending and the kneeling. You can do it with a straight leg. Otherwise, we're going to place the block or cushion underneath that left knee. We're going to walk that right foot forward towards the end of the mat. Good. We're going to make sure that knee is not overshooting your feet. Good. We're going to take the hands down towards each side of the foot. Tuck that toe underneath you of the back leg, and then we're straightening through the back leg, driving the left hip down towards your right heel. Good. Okay, so again, if you don't like to do this on the floor, you can do it standing. You just want to be have the left leg back and drive that left hip forward. And then we're going to take the knee back down to the floor, top of the foot comes down, and we're straightening through that front leg now, taking the toes up away from the mat and just drop down over that right knee. Hopefully by now you're all going to be so stretched and supple that this is easy. Good. Coming back onto your knees now. We're going to change. So block comes underneath the right knee. Left foot is forward. So for those that are doing the standing, you don't need to worry about getting the hands onto the floor. You can just do, use the wall to support you. Okay, so foot is forward. You're going to drop through that left knee, but making sure it doesn't come over the toes. Driving that right hip down towards that left heel. Then take the hands down to the floor. Tuck that back toe underneath you, and we're straightening through that back leg. Of course, if you want to, you can come up onto that knee, so you can take your hands up onto your knee if you want to. Good. And then we're going to lower the knee back down to the floor, top of the foot on the floor. We're straightening through the front leg. Drop the hands either side of the leg, and then dropping the weight slightly back towards your right heel. So you're getting that lovely stretch all the way up through that left leg, hamstring. Good. For 3, 2, 1, come back onto all fours. We're going to tuck the toes underneath us. We're pushing up into the down dog, heels to the floor. And now again, if your heels don't reach the floor, then I want you to work with bending one knee and take the other heel to the floor and then changing, okay? So that's if you can't get both heels to the floor. I want you to just work at just doing one at a time. Head through to the knees, shoulders down the back. Nice deep breath in and out. We're going to soften through the knees, walk the hands back towards your feet, and we're slowly going to round back up, stacking that spine, roll the shoulders back. Good job, everyone. If you want to unmute yourselves, stop recording.